Welcome back to the deep dive. And as usual, if you're looking for AI tools, AIagentstore.ai is always a good place to check out.
Definitely worth exploring.
So today you brought something interesting to the table. An AI tool focused on making video creation easier, specifically from screen recordings.
That's right. It's called Trupeer AI. And the idea really is to see how this tool can help, save a lot of time and hassle when making videos or guides from screen captures,
Okay.
even if you've never touched video editing software before.
Right, making it more accessible. So walk me through it. How does TrueCure AI actually work? What do you feed it?
Well, it's pretty straightforward. You start with a screen recording. Usually you'd capture that with their Chrome extension.
Okay, standard screen count.
Exactly. Then Trupeer AI gets to work. It automatically generates a transcript from your audio, but it doesn't stop there. It uses AI to sort of clean up and enhance that transcript into a proper script.
So it refines what you said,
Yeah, makes it flow better. And then it can create a pretty realistic voiceover for you.
using the AI script.
Exactly. And on top of that, it builds out step-by-step visual guides, pulling screenshots directly from your recording.
Wow, okay. So if I'm making, say, a quick product demo or maybe a how-to video, this sounds like it could really streamline things.
That's the core value proposition, I think. Imagine the usual workflow, right? You record, then you manually edit, maybe trim silence, add zoom-ins.
Right, narration, making notes for a separate guide.
Exactly, all those steps.
Okay.
Trupeer AI aims to automate a huge chunk of that. It just makes the whole creation process way faster.
You mentioned something in the notes about multilingual support. How does that fit in? Is it translating the voiceover?
Yeah, that's actually a pretty powerful feature. It has built-in translation, so you can take that content you created once,
Your demo or tutorial?
right, and then translate the script, the voiceover potentially into multiple languages. Think about reaching a global audience or supporting international teams.
That could be huge.
Yeah.
Lowering the barrier for localization quite a bit.
Definitely. It simplifies what's usually a pretty complex process.
Okay, so beyond the core functions of script and voiceover and guides, what about making it look professional? Like customization?
Good point. It does offer options there. You can add your own company branding, logos, colors, that kind of thing.
Right.
And if you're maybe a bit camera shy or just prefer not to be on screen, it offers AI avatars.
Oh, interesting. Like a virtual presenter?
Sort of, yeah. Plus, it has features like automated zoom effects, to highlight specific parts of the screen you're showing.
Smart. Draws attention automatically.
And you can add background music for that final polish.
Sounds quite versatile.
Mm.
Who do you see really benefiting from this? The notes mentioned product marketers, support teams.
Yeah, a whole range. Product
Make-
marketers, quick, engaging demos. Support teams could generate troubleshooting guides super fast. Technical writers for documentation. Even L&D teams creating training materials or designers showing off prototypes. Lots of use cases where clear visual explanation is key.
Makes sense. Now, there was this specific number mentioned, a 77% autonomy level. What does that actually translate to for the user experience?
Right, the 77%. So it's not fully autonomous, obviously. You still need to provide the initial recording and maybe some narration.
The raw material?
Exactly. But that number suggests Trupeer AI handles, well, about 3/4 of the heavy lifting afterwards. The transcription, the AI script polishing, the voiceover, the guide creation.
So the user's role is more about the initial input and then maybe review and tweaking at the end.
That seems to be the idea. The remaining, 23% is likely that final review, making any specific adjustments you want, maybe guiding the AI a little.
Gotcha. And is this something only big companies can afford, or?
Actually, no. They offer a freemium model,
Oh, okay.
which is great. It means individuals or, smaller teams can get started, try out the basic stuff, and see if it works for them before committing to a paid plan. Makes it pretty accessible.
That's good to hear. And any specific industries that seem like a particularly good fit?
Well, the list we saw included software development, education, marketing, customer service, and business automation.
Makes sense. All areas where clear, efficient communication and knowledge sharing are pretty vital.
Absolutely. Anywhere you need to show and tell something effectively on screen.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the main takeaway seems to be that Trupeer AI offers a significantly streamlined path from just a screen recording to having a polished video and a detailed guide.
Potentially saving a lot of hours and headaches, especially for non-experts.
Right, cutting down that manual effort.
Exactly. And it really makes you think, doesn't it, how these AI tools are changing how we even approach creating and sharing knowledge.
Yeah, empowering more people to communicate visually more efficiently.
It's lowering the barrier to entry for creating professional-looking content. Quite interesting to watch unfold.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. Well, that's our deep dive for today. And remember, if you want to explore more AI tools, including things like Trupeer AI, check out AIagentstore.ai. Thanks for joining us.